Hello guys, I know some of you having some difficulties to execute the turntable. Maybe when you want to render out, the output maybe it's not as a sequence, a single image maybe. So how you can do is, okay, I will give you a few points that you need to alert or aware. So here, there are 5 points that you need to double check. Okay, first check the time slider, and then render setting, turntable, graph linear tangent, and then the render sequence. Okay, we go to the first one, time slider. Okay, you must set your time frame into 300. Okay, because why? In 25 seconds is what? Same as 1 second, right? 25 frames. So how to set up that? You can go to animation workspace. Okay, if you see here, the slider is only 100. If in your Maya, okay, you need to change it into 300, so it will render the turntable for 6 seconds. Alright, so go here, the time slider preference. Please double check the setup. Okay, the playback, you must set it to 300. Okay, to make sure whenever you play the videos, it will go full 300. Alright, and then okay, the frame rate you can choose 24 or 25. Okay, either both this one. Okay, I think it's better to go for 25. Okay, so change back into 300. I just want 300. Alright, and then the playback speed. Okay, please use 25 fps times 1. Okay, sometimes it will be default for play every frame. This one will make your animation faster. Okay, so we want it normal, 25 frame per second. Okay, play for 1, and then save. Okay, so we settle to set up the time slider preference, and then we must check the render settings. Okay, so we go to the render setting here, the panel here. Right, make sure your resolution or image size or video size into HD. Okay, 1920 1080. Okay, and then this one you will need to change into this. I know some of you will have this one name single frame. If you stay to use this one, it will only render one image. Okay, so if you want to render more for 300 frames, you will need to change this. Okay, name hashtag .ext means it will render your folder like this. Okay, your file names, and then the frame, and then the format. Okay, make sure. Frame padding, you can change it into 3 or 4. It's up to you. Let's say if you have thousands of frames, you can make it 4 padding. But if you are lesser than 1000, just let it 3. Okay, and then after this, we will need double check the renderable cameras, because after we set up the turntable, there will be another camera here we need to choose. Okay, the turntable. Alright, so the others just let it as default, and then close. So we have set up the render setting already. Now we go to the turntable. Okay, how to set the turntable? Okay, make sure you select your objects, everything in your scene except the dome, and then please choose the wise camera angle. Let's say this one we have a lot of empty space. Make sure you fulfill a little bit. Okay, and then set your proper camera angle, and then we go to visualize. Okay, and then we can see the create turntable here. click the box, okay, it will appear another windows, and then click on turntable, right? It will automatically produce another group here. So the group is referred to your turntable camera here, okay. If you click on the group, you will automatically go to this turntable camera. Alright, and then we go back to the render settings. We need to update the camera angle, okay, for you to render the turntable camera. Okay, here, okay, select the turntable camera and then close. Okay, now we finished set up the turntable. If you play the time frame here, you can see the animation, but we have problem here. If you play, there are some acceleration and deceleration, right? Okay, it's not constant for the speed. Okay, how to make sure the speed constant? We need to edit this graph. Okay, we will go to the graph. We finish the turntable, and then here the graph, we must make it linear, means straight. Okay, if you look at the graph here, you can see like an S shape. Okay, if I pull out this one, you can see some curvy here. We want it just a straight linear. So you select both of the point, you go here, you got linear tangent, click on it. Okay, so your graph will automatically straight, and then your 360 rotation will become consistent and constant speed. Okay, means if you have the output videos, if it loops, it will continuous looping with the same speed. Okay, now we have finished set up the graph. So the final part is we need to render it as sequence, means sequence is for overall of your frames. So how you can change the rendering here mode into rendering. Okay, you go to render, and then there is render sequence. Okay, click on the box. Okay, and then you need to set up the folder. This one you need to choose the turntable camera. Okay, select your path, and then you set up where do you want to keep it. Okay, just select, and then you click on render sequence. It will render your scene. Okay,